What is up, you guys? For today's video, we are going to be using the palette I have gotten the most requests to use, like seriously, hands down. I've gotten so many requests from you guys to use this one, and that is the brand new Morphe x Jeffree Star collaboration. And let me just tell you, if you haven't seen the color story, prepare yourself to be shook because it is insane. Seriously, I have never seen anything like it before. It is definitely giving me Cosmo and Wanda vibes, you know, with like the green and the pink. It reminds me of like Jeffree and Nate when they do like the green and pink kind of thing, but like, girl, I have never seen anything like it before. This is definitely a very unique palette, so I cannot wait to use it with you guys today. However, before we jump into the tutorial, I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button down below and gave this video a like. And also, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram account is @lethal_kitten. And on Instagram, I post 7 days a week with a ton of tutorials over on there if you are looking for some inspiration. And then for eyeshadow primer today, we are going to be going in with my favorite, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer. Literally cannot get enough of this. And I'm just going to take it on a little fluffy brush and start placing it on my eye. So I just want to keep it 100 with you guys, but yesterday I did try filming a review with this palette, and unfortunately the look that I was getting was just a hot mess. I don't know how else to say it, like it just was not turning out. It was like one of those looks like where you apply the shadow, you blend out the edges, and then somehow like the shadow starts disappearing into thin air. It was just, it was not my favorite look. So I did wash it off. I will insert some footage or like a photo so you guys can kind of get like the experience that I was having. So this is where I'm at right now, just playing with this palette, but I just want to show you guys like what this looks like. I'm gonna wash it off and we're gonna try again tomorrow. But man, like I was not happy with that. So I washed it off and we're gonna retry it today. And if you are curious on the shadows that I used there, I used Honest Truth, and then I used this hot pink, I used Mogul, Vroom Vroom, and then this brighter green shade called Nate. And that is all I had on. And then I used the exact same primer I'm using today, the Anastasia one. But man, like that look was just not my favorite at all. So once you have your eyes primed and ready to go, the first shade that we are going to be going in with is this one right here called Wake and Bake. It's a beautiful kind of like lighter lime green shade. And then with this shade, I'm just going to be applying it into my crease as a transition shade and then doing little circular motions to blend that outwards towards my brow. And I'm also using it to round out my outer V. Ooh, that shade's really cute. I don't know about you guys, but I love a good green. Like green is like one of those colors for me right now that I have been obsessed with. I think it's one of those, actually I bet it's the color that I have used the most on my channel right now just because I just love how it looks. I gotta say, after using this green, I am in love. It is so beautiful and it kind of has like an earthy undertone to it. I can definitely see why it's included in this palette because it would really pair well with these kind of like olivey shades down in here so perfectly. However, the next shade that we are going to be going in with is this beautiful, really bright green shade called Nate. And then with this shade, I'm just going to be applying it into my crease and into my outer V using this little Real Techniques Essential Crease Brush. If you are looking for a really great affordable crease brush, highly recommend getting this set that has this brush in it. It is such a good brush. So here's where I'm at right now with the look, and I'm just looking at myself in my viewfinder. I'm like, girl, those colors are gorgeous. I don't know about you guys, but I love green, and I feel like it's just such an underrated color. So many people are scared of green, but embrace the green. It is just so pretty, and I feel like it works on everybody's skin tone. And one thing that I want to say, though, too, is these shadows that we have used so far are so crazy pigmented. You barely need anything on your brush, and it has instant payoff. And the shade that really impressed me, though, was the one called Nate, because, like, when you first originally apply it, it's like a standard green shade, and then you can really build it up to get a lot of depth with it like I did over in here. I don't know, I just really enjoy how these are working so far, and I cannot wait to see what we create with this look. But with that though, off camera, I'm just going to cut my crease using that Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer that we used earlier. So once you cut your crease and the base is 100% dry, the next shade that we are going to be going in with is one of those shimmers in the palette, which looks so beautiful. And we are going to be going in with this really icy one called Welcome. So with this little flat shader brush that is dampened, I'm going to be packing this on anywhere that that base is showing. Ooh, that's pretty. Dang, that's really sparkly though. Okay, but like real talk though, I am so shook about this shimmer shade. Like look at how sparkly and like how metallic it is on the eye. Like literally I am obsessed with it. I hope Morphe one day comes out with like a full-on like shimmer palette with this formula because it is that good. But now we are going to start kind of like blending things together a little bit. As you can see, I have a little bit of a harsh line between the lid shade and this outer V kind of green situation that we have going on. And to help me blend that out, what we are going to do is go back in with that shade called Nate right here. And using this cute little shading brush from Real Techniques, I'm going to be plopping that right here on that harsh line. I'm really pressing that shadow down. And then afterwards, I'm going to start flicking it inwards towards the lid shade, just to blend the two together. Man, though, these colors together are just so pretty, like literally a good green smoky eye always calls my name. But I do want to tell you guys, though, when I was working on this side of my eye, I'll get up close so you can see a little bit better. But like I was like packing on this shadow to blend out this like outer V situation, and it kind of like dusted off of my eye. I don't know if you can see it, but like right in here. And then if I tilt my head up, you can kind of see it in my crease as well, like right over in there. And on the other eye, it did it as well, but not as bad, but just like right in this area. So I do want to warn you that it could happen to you too, and honestly, that isn't my favorite thing when shadows do that. I just find that they're really tricky to work with when they do that. But with that though, off camera, I'm just going to clean up some of this fallout as well as apply my foundation, concealer, and all of that. So here's where I'm at right now with the look, and let me just tell you, this look is such a mood. But now we are going to start working on the lower lash line just to get everything really balanced. And the first thing that we are going to be going in with is this Colourpop gel liner pencil in the shade Insomniac, which is a neon pink. Some of you guys probably thought I wasn't going to use the pink, but girl, let me tell you, when I see bright colors, I have to use them. So I'm actually going to take this pencil and start going right in my waterline and then bringing it underneath. And this will act as a base for our pink shadow. Ooh, that's bright. If you haven't tried these pencils before, they are amazing. They're super creamy and very easy to work with. Not to mention they are really affordable. So before that pencil dries down and sets in place, we are now going to be going in with this beautiful hot pink shade in the palette called Self-Made. And then using this Luxie 231 small tapered blending brush, I'm just going to smoke out the liner with this shadow. And when I'm doing this too, I'm just doing back and forth motions. And last but not least, for the inner corner highlight, my absolute favorite part, we are going to be going back into that shade called Welcome. So with this dampened Luxie pencil brush, we are just going to be packing this right into the inner corner and then bringing it underneath the inner tear duct area as well to open up the eye. But woo, girl, that's pretty. Oh my gosh, I am loving this shade so much. It is seriously so metallic and so blinding. I wasn't too sure if I was going to like it in the inner corner just because we used it on the lid, but I didn't know what else to use. And I'm so happy that I used this because I feel like it really pairs well with this pink as well down here. And last but not least, to set this all into place, we are going to be going in with the Morphe x Jeffree Star Set and Refresh Mist in the scent Starberry. So I've never tried out the original Morphe setting spray, so I can't compare this one to that. However, I have heard amazing things about it, but let's see how this one works. Okay, literally, that is the finest mist of a setting spray I have ever used, like hands down. I really like how it sprays because it doesn't have like that water droplet feel, so it doesn't feel like it's gonna like disturb any like thing that we have going on in our face. But I will say the scent isn't the worst, but it's not my favorite. It kind of smells like a strawberry air freshener, you know, like the ones that you like dangle in your car. It kind of smells like that, or it smells like an aerosol like air freshener just in general that has like a light like, you know, like those fresh strawberry or strawberry garden type of scents. Kind of smells like that, but I don't feel like it's like overpowering either. It's just like a really light hint of it. So here's a finished look using the Morphe x Jeffree Star palette, and let me just tell you, I am obsessed with how this looks right now. I just think it is so pretty and just so fun. It is definitely giving me like watermelon, Cosmo, and Wanda type of vibes. And with that though, I do want to give you guys my thoughts and opinions about both the palette as well as the setting spray. So looking at the color story of this palette, let's keep it real, it is so unique. Seriously, I have never seen anything like it before. And that's the cool thing about Jeffree, is he always does like the most unique things, which I think is really cool, that he always just does things a little bit more out of the box. But if you really truly look at this color story, a lot of the shades in here are unfortunately very similar, especially these matte transition shades over in here. There's so many shades in here that are near identical, it kind of irritates me low-key. And you look at like this reddish shade and like this burgundy, they're very close in tone. Some of these like matte orangish kind of like brownie shades, they are very similar too. So for me, I would have loved to see other shades in this one, such as like a deep navy, a medium blue, maybe even like a true purple and a darker red. I feel like that would have made this palette so much easier to use, because I feel like if you're a beginner and you're not used to kind of like doing color combinations, this one is going to be super overwhelming, especially since green and pink don't mix, and mostly this palette is very much so those two colors. So I don't know, it's unique, but in a way it's very limiting at the same time. So keeping it real, I was just looking in the palette, you know, fixing my hair a little bit, making sure everything's good. And what I noticed is like this paper stuff framing the mirror, I guess you would call it, is already starting to pop up right here. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but right in here. And it's popping up pretty considerably too, so I wonder if it's going to scratch the shadow like when I close the palette. So I'm definitely going to have to glue it real quick after doing this video. But I just wanted to show you guys that because it kind of makes me question the quality of the palette. So as for the eyeshadow formula of this palette, to me personally, it kind of depends on the shadow depending if it's going to be good or not. For example, this beautiful hot pink shade right here called Self-Made is to die for. Seriously, so pigmented and very blendable. However, this shade right here called Made, the deeper kind of like green in the palette, that one applies really pigmented, but when you start like blending it out, it just kind of gets a little dusty and a little bit patchy. That's what happened to me in my outer V, but I covered it with a wing because, girl, I did not have time for that shade today. And another thing that I want to mention though too is yesterday when I was using this palette, I had a lot of problems with this shade called Mogul. It did the exact same thing where it got really dusty and really just kind of patchy on my eye. And also I had that same problem with this shade right here called Vroom Vroom. So for me, the mattes are just, I don't know, they're not my favorite formula. They're very hard to work with. I mean, they're pigmented, but they just don't blend out well and they kind of get a little bit patchy on the eye. But I will say though, the shimmer that I used today, girl, so good, so pigmented, so sparkly, and that was this shade right here called Welcome, and if I could get a whole palette of this formula right here, I would literally die happy. It was seriously so beautiful, and I cannot wait to use it more. I've also gotten a couple of requests from you guys to compare this Morphe Palettes formula to a Jeffree Star Cosmetics one, and I will say formula-wise, there is no comparison whatsoever. Literally, they are completely separate formulas, and I feel like with this Morphe palette, it's kind of like the standard Morphe formula, at least in my opinion, whereas a Jeffree Star Cosmetics formula is a little bit more powdery and a little bit more buttery in texture. Seriously, if you have never tried out his eyeshadows, they are to die for. I absolutely adore his formula, especially with Jawbreaker. I love that palette so much. And I feel like a lot of people are trying to say like this Morphe palette is a dupe for his brand just because, you know, there is such a price difference. But again, you know, from my personal experience trying out Morphe and using Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and I mean, I use them very frequently, I see no similarities whatsoever. As for the setting spray, I am actually so obsessed with this. I can't vouch if it makes my makeup last any longer at this point, but for right now, just like trying it out in this video, I just love it. It literally has the finest mist I have ever used. I really wish that more makeup setting sprays had this mister because it is to die for. It doesn't make you feel like you're having water droplets on the skin or that it's going to like mess up your makeup. And I don't know, it just has a really nice finish too. It kind of gave my skin a more like natural kind of glow, which I thought was really pretty. The only drawback to this though is the scent. For me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of it. It definitely smells like an air freshener to me. But if you're into strawberries and you're okay with that, I feel like you'd really enjoy this one. Not to mention the packaging is so cute. I cannot wait to put this one on my vanity. So when it comes down to it, would I recommend this palette to you guys? And honestly, I'm gonna get so much shit for this, but just like one of the shadows is named in this palette, it is called Honest Truth, and we know when Jeffree Star does his own reviews that he is always honest. And to me, I feel like this palette is just like an okay palette. I don't feel like it's like the worst palette I've ever used, nor is it the best. It's just a pretty, you know, standard average type of palette. And again, those deeper shades that I used in this palette, you know, like Nate that we used today or the ones I used yesterday, I got a lot of patchiness right here, and it was super hard to correct. You can still actually see it even though I really try to make sure to like mask it. So I mean, if you're okay with like, you know, like working with your shadows and building them up and you're okay with kind of like finagling them, maybe you would really enjoy this palette. But to me, I feel like the formula could be just a little bit better. And I will say though, I do like the shimmer that I used today. It was super pretty and I really enjoyed it on my lid. But again, the mattes are kind of hit and miss depending on the shade. Even though the palette wasn't my favorite, I will say if you are looking to support this collection, I would definitely recommend checking out the setting spray. I love the mister on this so much and I really enjoy the finish that it gave the skin, so I'd highly recommend checking that out. And if you are looking for an alternative to this palette with a better formula, I would actually recommend checking out the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Jawbreaker palette. Literally, I am so beyond obsessed with this palette. I think I've used it about 4 to 6 times on my channel already. I literally love it that much. And I know there is such a price difference between this palette and the Morphe one, but again, I feel like this one is just such better quality, and I really enjoy the color story in this one too. And if you are looking for like a similar vibe, I feel like you could actually get this look with this palette since there is a green in here, there are a ton of different pinks, and you also aren't as limited too because you do get some of these blues in here, a purple, and a couple of reds, which is really great. But yeah, so in the comments down below, let me know what you think about this look, and also let me know if you are going to be picking up this collection. And as always though, I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button down below, and if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram account is @lethal_kitten. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!